Hello everyone. I'm making this video to try and demonstrate to everybody how to restore old faded paint. This here is a 1993 Mazda B2600i pickup truck that has obviously been sitting a long time. I previously stated in one of my driving videos this truck only has 56,000 miles on it. So let me just give you all a quick peek at the paint here. As you can see, the gloss is pretty much faded from it in all areas except towards the bottom. It gets a little shinier. I don't know how good that's taken up, but you can barely, if at all, see my reflection in that paint, and it needs a good compounding and waxing. I already did this panel right here, this top part. As you can see, it's much glossier in that door right there. And this panel. And up the pillar. What I'm going to use today, I'm going to use my polisher that I used in the removing the swirls and scratch marks video, but I'm going to use compound instead of that that heavier abrasive wax. This is another commercial product from Auto Magic. It's about, for lack of better words, it's about the most hardcore stuff that you can buy for paint. It is cold out here. As you can see on the abrasive meter, it's pretty abrasive. I'm not going to use my commercial buffer because I don't like it. First of all, it's very hard to use. Not hard, but you got to be very careful because it can burn the paint. And this paint is so old. Clear coat's so thin, it's very easy to do. Yeah, a little mess up right there, but that's what I'm talking about. You don't want to do that. This truck's going to the paint shop probably next week or so to paint the top of it, so that's not a big deal. I don't want that happening to anybody else though, so better to just do what I'm going to do here. I'm going to use my compounding pad that I have on right there, and I'm going to go ahead and apply some compound and go ahead and cover that whole side of the truck. And you just take the drill with the pad on it and put a little bit of compound on. You don't want too much because it does and probably will sling everywhere. Apply medium pressure to it and just kind of work it in a little bit, and then have at it. Don't be afraid to put a little bit more on every now and then. Hey, pretty good. About you?
Good. Got your empty box here.
Yeah, I gotta send an Xbox off. You don't need to sign anything?
No, you don't need to sign. You will when it comes back now.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much.
All right.
Sorry about that. That was the UPS guy. Alright, now that you've completed compounding the top part, I'm just going to leave the bottom part. I think you all pretty much get the picture. So go ahead and wipe off the compound and change out your pad to the polishing pad. Do this. Change this out real fast. Make sure this is good and tight. I know in my last video I kind of messed up a little bit and didn't tighten it enough, and I had to go back and do it, so there we go. Wipe this off. Compound is always a lot harder to take off than wax, just because it strips it strips the paint of everything, except the clear coat, obviously. Now that you've already wiped the compound off, go ahead and apply your polish. Like I said, I usually use this McGuire's NXT wax. I think it's definitely the best stuff that I've ever used. And go ahead and get to work. You don't want to leave too many big clumps of wax on there because they can be harder to take off. Now go ahead and wipe everything back off. And voila. As you can see, I've completely restored all of the paint's gloss. I can see myself. It had a lot of oxidation and paint chips. Not chips, just blemishes from things falling on it from trees and elements. Turned out quite nicely, I must say. Compared to like what it was. All faded and gross. I hope this video is informative and helpful. I always welcome comments and opinions, and please subscribe, and I'll be sure to have more detailed videos up soon.